the outside, the former boxer.
Yeah, Lloyd.
So, real name Lloyd, he's actually Wesley. And there's the champion there with the man I nicknamed the Animal there, Ken Squires. His trainer who also handles Tony Simpson. And Trevor Patterson working with him. And I tell you, they've got to blow hard in this fellow's ear. Into the third of this British Light Welterweight Championship. And as good a start that you'll see at this level of fighting in British Championships, I think. They really got stuck in the opening rounds. I was surprised they may have sparred in the past or even met as amateurs, but I understand that never happened. Well, it's very much a neutral site. Both brought fan clubs with them, but the Londoners and the Croydonites, as it were, they seem to be sharing the favours.
McKenzie does take some chances when he sets himself to throw punches. He seems to hold his head too high and put all the power into the punch, but he neglects his defence a lot.
Oh,
Dangerous, caught there. Good shot.
He really half pulled him up. He suckered him onto that one, Jim. He stood for that, McKenzie, and doesn't Christie know it. And he's got to fight his way out of trouble now. That's what good champions are all about, but he'll need it. He's rolling well. He's doing the right thing. I'd like to see him try to get away for his sake now, but Christie really on top of him now, like an octopus, the way he's throwing those punches.
So once again, McKenzie's doing the wrong things here. He has to grab hold of Christie because he's throwing nothing back himself.
Well, the referee's been pretty patient, as it were, and he's quite rightly, because most of those punches are going for the body, and he's giving McKenzie every chance to come back again. He's pulled him down with a minute to go in this round. What a third round this is. Well, we're talking about weather and storms. Has he done it again, Jim?
It looks like his eyes are nice and clear anyway, and most of those punches, as you say, were blocked either in shoulders or elbows.
He's going to go down it from this one now, I'm sure of that. As we get the countdown clock there, he just may run out of time, Christie. The referee there looks as though he was primed to dive in for a minute. In fact, for a second, to be exact. And it's all one-way traffic now with Lloyd Christie. And it's stopped it in the third round. There's no record. And the number 2 brother, as it were, Lloyd Christie, has become champion. And I'm sure brother Errol, who suffered a very sad defeat for him in his last one, will be absolutely thrilled about this. And the Lynch brothers, quite rightly, making the most of this. They've got this fellow into good shape. He was a little bit iffy with training and weight over the years, but not for this one.
55 seconds of round 3, ladies and
with just 5 seconds to go.
Taking unnecessary punishment. The referee has stopped the contest.
And that's the
formal
announcement of the new British champion, as if you needed telling, and I'm sure McKenzie knew he wouldn't disagree with that one. He just wasn't throwing punches back. But now we'll look at this again, Jim. This is the punch really that set it up.
Yeah, it was a nice shot with a right hook, bang on the chin. Yeah, it troubled McKenzie straight away. But several times.
Now let's have a look at the overhead picture of that one. We can certainly watch this. And it's coming up to the end of the fight now. This was where Larry O'Connor, I said it earlier, that he looked as though he was poised to dive in. He was hoping that McKenzie would try and come back, and he was covering his face there, but he was making no attempt, and that's when he started to sag. And when the punches came up and through the middle like that, well, the referee really is going to have no option but to dive in, because Christie's really pumping them in there. So the plaudits there, the belt actually was a bit too big for McKenzie. He had to pad it out to get it on.
Yeah, I ain't saying much.
Lloyd, many congratulations. It's been a long time coming, this one.
Yes, well, it's a long time coming, but I had to do it this time. There's no coming back. We worked hard for it. My managers were confident in me, and I come out and I've done the job. That's all I've got to say. I've got just a special thanks to everybody who wished me the best of luck in the fight and who had confidence in me to win the championship, because a lot of them did, and it's a shame that they weren't here to see me, but soon I'll be defending my title in my own area in the Midlands sometime in the near future. Thank you.
How much of an incentive was it that to get that belt round your waist as opposed to Tony getting the record?
It meant more to me to get the belt tonight than him getting the record, and that was the essence, what made it such a good fight. But I knew that I was in my time. I knew I was going to win the title tonight. I didn't know when I was going to win it, but I knew I was going to win it. I hurt him a couple of times in the first round, but he dodged out of the way. But I caught up with him in the end. I'm the best puncher in the world right now. I know I'm the best in Europe, and I'm probably the best in the world. I've just got to prove it to everybody now.
Just one thing on a sort of family theme. You must be delighted for once you'll get the headlines, and perhaps the younger brother Errol, it might pull you up alongside him if you like.
Well, Errol's a good, talented fighter, and we know he'll be back. You know, that's all I've got to say about that right now.
You might just
Errol will be pleased for me.
Yeah, I hope he's back as well. You might just want to have a look down here at how things finished.
Yeah,
and perhaps give us a few words on it. Here we go.
The fighting was very furious in there. All I know is that he was dodging, he was bobbing up and down, and I heard somebody say, go to the body, go to the body. The corner was telling him to go to the body, but I started going to the body, and then his head, he was really covering to his head. I started to bring them up the middle, and he started to fight. He was gone from the first punch, but he was reeling, I just had to catch him clean, you know.
It's a great night for you, a great night for a very good professional. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jim.
And he's out of Errol's shadow at last. Let me tell you that coming up next week on ITV...